Villainous by It's_Kingston on AO3. Episode 44, Chapter 24, Villainous. Hey, you know where the hero went? I swear if she rats on a... Dobby yelled as he swung Toga's door open, mumbling several curses under his breath. Toga was groggily sitting up, rubbing her eyes. What's your major malfunction, dumbass? I'm trying to sleep. Toga was definitely the type to hate being woken up. What's happening? Ochako looked around quickly, spotting Dobby at the door. Oh, never mind. I was coming to tell you it was time, but you weren't in your room, and I thought you went to go trip the heroes off. Didn't know about this whole thing. He gestured towards the two of them, cuddled up on the bed. My bad. Is it time to leave already? Toga complained, still half asleep. No, but Negate's gotta get ready before we go. Dobby rolled his eyes and left. Well, I guess that's my cue. Ochako stretched her arms above her head and turned to Toga. I'll be back once I'm ready. Okay. The blonde was leaning against her shoulder with her eyes closed. That means you gotta move, Himi. Ochako nudged her. Hey, was that a nickname? Toga sat up, grinning. Yeah. The hero reddened a little as the blonde's smile beamed. She was absolutely radiant. Go get ready. I have to get dressed too. All right. Never thought I'd see this again, let alone wear it. Ochako mused, holding up her old hero suit. It would make sense that you were kidnapped while wearing it, since you've been on the field. Ergo, when you escape and return, you would be wearing it. Kirigiri said, watching the hero examine it. Let's just hope they don't remember the portal stop fiasco. Ochako nodded. Won't it be dirty and torn up if I got into a lot of fights? She asked. True. I'm sure Toga or Dobby will help you mess it up. Kirigiri replied. Okay, well, I'm gonna go change. Ochako said, leaving the mistman in the living room as she went to her room. After shutting the door, she changed into her old hero costume. It fit like the old blasket glove. Strange, after not playing for years, but still familiar. But it had only been about a month since she last worn it, not years. The helmet was clear glass fiber that slid over her head smug. She rolled the visor back and began putting on chunky boots that made her sound like a knight when she walked. She secured them and took a few experimental steps to make sure she wouldn't break her ankles before heading to the door. Wow, look at you. I almost believed you were still a hero. Toga smiled before dragging Ochako into her room. She pointed to the standing mirror in the corner. See? Ochako observed her reflection. From the bright pink of the suit to the gray thick of the boots, the ring around her wrists made her feel like she was wearing handcuffs despite never been having any on. You're cute, Toga said, standing behind the hero. Oh, Kirigiri asked me to help you tear the suit up? Make it look like we fought? Yeah, Ochako nodded. How are we gonna do that? Easy, Toga laughed, grabbing a knife that laid on the table beside her. I'll get it up a little, and maybe Dobby will char it. I don't exactly trust him not to burn me too. I hardly trust you to cut up the suit and not me, Ochako said. Besides, it'll be weird if the suit has a lot of damage and I'm perfectly fine, especially if it's burned and I'm not. So we tough you up a little too? I'm not a huge fan of that idea. It'll only hurt a little. Yeah, so you claim. Look, I'm a pretty good fighter, so if we actually did fight, I'll hardly get hit. You don't need to damage the suit or anything. I beat you all the times we ever fought, even when you attacked me while I was sitting on the bench. Toga giggled, earning a pout from Ochako. That's because I didn't want to hurt you. Sure, Chaco. Toga grinned, and the hero sighed in return. You're something else. Just go ahead, slash my suit up a little. Ochako said, holding up her arms to her sides. Sure. Toga obliged, swinging the knife around haphazardly to create little cuts and nicks in the suit. Calm down, I said slash the suit a little, not kill me. You're still alive and the suit is messed up, so I think I did a good job. Toga slid the knife into her pocket and stepped back to admire her work. Yeah, I did a good job. Ochako turned around to look at the mirror. The suit was indeed torn and slashed, giving the impression that she'd been fighting for her life. Toga had, accidentally, cut her a few times, causing thin lines of blood to spill out from the new wounds. Come on, losers. We're gonna kill us some kids. Dobby shouted from across the base. After a moment, he seemed to reflect on his statement, and reworded it. I meant just the UA ones, and they're all like 18, so they're young adults. He meant it's time to go. Twice called from his room, before running down the stairs. Oh, I got a totally different impression from that, but sure. Ochako followed Toga out of the room, and downstairs to where Kirigiri, Dobby, and Twice waited. Where's Shiggy? Toga asked as they all stood in the living room, expecting the paler man to arrive. He left minutes ago. Something about needing a new mode of transport? Kirigiri said. Why not just portal us there? Twice asked, plopping onto the couch. It's hella convenient. Because he's worried that the heroes will spot the portal, and know something's up. The mist man replied. A horn broke through the conversation, startling Ochako. I guess that's the signal. Dobby headed out the door first, followed by Kirigiri and Twice. Toga skipped out the door next, with Ochako last. Shigaraki sat at the wheel of a gray minivan, parked by the curb of the League's base. He can drive? Ochako asked, to no one in particular, as they approached the car. It's sketchy, but yeah, one wrong move and we'll all die. So... Twice trailed off. Hey, Shig, let me drive before you get us all killed. Dobby complained, gesturing for the pale man to get out of the driver's seat. Good idea. I accidentally decayed the first one I got, Shigaraki said, climbing into the passenger seat. Kirigiri, Twice, Toga, and Ochako piled into the back of the minivan, feeling a lot like Shaggy and Scooby as they tried to keep their balance while Dobby started driving. I have 2 hours before I have to clock into work. Okay, but, I have 2 hours before, not I have to start clocking into work, but before I start leaving for work. There you go. But, interesting. I wonder who's gonna die. Because there's people that are gonna die. I'm still scared. It's gonna be Toga or Ochako. It said major character death, and I don't know which major character death, Kingston uses. There's different character deaths. There's different major character deaths. Like, just because it's tagged one way does not mean that you know exactly what's gonna happen. You know an estimate, but you don't know exactly, right? Slow burn. As I said, there's different types of slow burn. There's different types of major character death, right? For everything, there's different sides, angles, and different way people interpret it. Even something as big as, Dead Dove Do Not Eat. There's different way people interpret it. Some people think that Dead Dove Do Not Eat is enough of a tag in itself to be like, hey, really horrible shit happens in this fic, right? Me, personally, I use Dead Dove Do Not Eat, like how it was originally, in the beginning, intended to be seen as a, hey, warning, look at all the tags, you see this? Yeah, you're getting this. Do not be surprised when, a major character death right there happens. You were warned. It's here. It's labeled. You were warned. Right kind of situation, right? Dead dove, do not eat. It stems from, I think The Office. Whatever. Point taken is, I'm scared. That's the point. I'm scared. I'm fucking scared. I'm petrified. Kingston, you have me shivering me timbers. Anyways, as always, my raindrops, make sure to... Oh, no, before I forget, I have art commissions and tarot card commissions opening up soon. And by soon, I mean they're open now. Yeah. Soon there's going to be a video posted. It probably already is posted or isn't posted yet. And the links to my, what's it called? to all the websites is gonna be down in my description to be able to do all that stuff. And it has some YouTube info too, but like not a much. Anyways, as always, my raindrops, make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, take your meds. Have a wonderful day or night. Link to my Discord server and socials are down in the description. Subscribe to see more of my content, and thank you so much for watching.